Luckily, take back with some more adventures, or actually, oh, sorry, I totally screwed that up. It's griffventures of Griff. And where is he? There he is. He's up here in a 2v2. This is one that he just calls We Are Sparta. Ah! And that is why. Oh dear. It's not started well. Griff says good luck, and his teammate leaves the game. But on the bright side, his teammate is at least making a small amount of minerals. Whereas, Vectrom, between Vectrom and pre-reality, there we go. Alright, so PrerealityUS is on a pretty low APM there. So what Griff's got going on here is he's decided to queue up both. And he's now playing for both. Well done! Look at him go. So the current dropping down. There's the production value. So Griff trying to play for both. See how this holds up. Oops. I meant to click on the Nexus. So here's double Protoss versus double Terran. Luckily, you don't usually need to worry about anything like walling in. So he gets off lucky just there. Now, he gets his 9 pylon up. So now the problem is that he's actually looking at both of these bases, and he's trying to get. He's essentially on 2 base already. So just trying to see what he can do with the kind of macro out of 2 bases. Now he's getting really lucky because this dude, this poor pre-reality. Well, no, there's the barracks, but I don't know. We gotta have a look at the units here. Pre-reality, yeah, Griff on his own is getting more workers than pre-reality is doing. I don't want to pick on the poor guy. Probably I shouldn't because I just keep saying pre-reality wrong. Pre-reality. We won't even talk about Bigcleaf because Bigcleaf just dropped out. He probably dropped while the game was loading. That used to happen to me when I was on a slow machine. So the double Terran, pre-reality, and Vectrom are doing a pretty decent job here of walling in. Not quite sure why, because they're up against Protoss, but I suppose if you're worried about a Zealot rush coming out of one player playing as 2, double gate there. Alright, so what Griff's doing here is he's just making pylons over on Bigcleaf's side, which is interesting because they don't actually count towards anything. He probably does want to get a couple of gateways going. This is sort of an interesting tactic, but I can understand how it's a bit tricky. There's the Cyber Core coming down, so he does have a yeah, he chronoed the gateway that there were no zealots coming out of. So there comes the 3 gate. Back row's doing pretty well. He's got lots of income coming in there. Yep, 6520. He's even collecting gas from Bigcleaf, which is good. So he gets to use that. The tricky thing there, I'm not quite sure what's going on. If these pylons count towards his gateways, I have to assume so, because on three pylons he'd be at about 34. But I think he'd sort of be out by unit count by now. In comes a Marine. Griff chases him down. Eventually. Oh, that Marine's getting a free peek. Alright. So none other at the moment brings his units back to the front. Decides on a... there we go, ranged unit stalker. Double forge for... Ooh, armor and weapons. Just the basics going on over here. Reactor, marine. Couple of units. Vectrom is kind of showing him how things are done. Letting pre-reactor know that there's some... Oh my, yeah, look at that. Except for the fact that you're a little supply blocked. So he's not working on a supply. Can't work on anything. He's got all these barracks. No supply. Pre-reactor has a bit more supply, but the problem there is that he... Yeah, Vector's at a bit of a disadvantage there because now he can get lots more because he's getting enough in the way of supply. Now, where's the army? Ah, there we go. Alright, so, up the top, pink and purple, this would be Griff. He's trying to get enough units. He's multi-gating over here, which he can do, because he is getting the minerals from over here, but I don't think that that's precisely how this works. Definitely saturated on that base. Probably thinking about, there we go. So he already was getting his expansion on, using the purple units. Doing a Funke double observer on the way, plus +2/+2, because he's already got his Twilight down, getting charge. And here comes the Marine Ball with one Marauder in there. Oh! Griff gets off the scan, so he kind of knows it's coming. Let's see what happens here. Manages to get his units in there pretty quick, but without any sentries. The sentries would really do a good job of cutting up this army, being able to defend against this. Luckily, though, I think the Zealots are all... No, they're only about 50% done charge, but they are already at 1-1. Our Terran are at 1-0. It's not any bad. Griff decides to move out. Keeping up with the old one. 2-on-1. Pre-reality decided to branch out. That's pretty cool, because I really was expecting Vectrom to do better. The APM spam of 38 average from Griff. That's gold APM spam right there. Well done. Rest of it coming in as an immortal, some +2/+2s almost done. Charge. Not a lot there. There's Army 1 coming up, but pre-reality does not know of the benefits. Oh, there we go. Finally, benefits of upgrades. But the sentries are finally coming in. Meeting Griff down in the middle, who has no forward pylon, but a couple of immortals. Keeping the immortals pumped out. Excellent. So the 3-gate, kind of just I don't know, 6-gate 2 robo coming in. And he finally decides to just go for it. So here we go. Let's see if we're going to see any massively awesome force fields here, because what you want to do is usually cut right through there, just slice there to cut off so that half of the army is yours and the other half is being killed. Just with this number of units, if you don't have Colossus, force fields are going to be your friend. So let's see what happens here. We get a bit of a Guardian Shield, which is not bad. Not bad. Already at 2-2, so he's just going to slice them apart. Oh yeah, just lays right into them. These guys, they are +1. However, with the Guardian Shield up, the Protoss units are effectively +3 armor. Gives you that one extra notch. And Griff's ready to come in for the kills. Already got his charge lots. His 2/2 charge lots are coming in with base and being backed up by immortals. This alone is ready for it. Here come the rest. Griff's resources are just out the door. This is what happens when a 2v2 occurs, when two of you are just the one person controlling up. Now, there's a bunch of things going on up here. Not quite sure why he's moved out over here to the left, but he's slowly moving towards quite a lot of pylons up the side. That's fine and fair enough. He might not have known. No, I didn't think he knew that was there, so he just thought this was a safe place to warp in. That just happened to be where an expansion was. So, gonna bring the rest of his units in, and army value. Oh my, yes. So that's pretty much what you're up to now is you on 20 SCVs. Oh, and Vectrom is deciding that he's gonna lift off and take care of this. But the problem is being chased down by a bunch of Charglots. So we're going to take that out. Oh, look at that. Splits up his army to finish this off up here. And hopefully send his stalkers off to take out this last remaining... I think Pre-reality has already left the game. Vectrom has... but one command center left and 8 SCVs if you got the ones that are in there. So Griff comes up here just to finish this off. You gotta wonder why you play the game when you see an army this size coming at you and you have absolutely nothing. How do you think you're ever going to win? So cleverly enough, Griff comes in here and knocks it out. There. It's done. There's no escaping this. Vectrom's out. Poor Pre-reality remains in the game. Griff has no idea what to do. Because he needs to take this out. This space right here. Oh, Pre-reality left. Okay. So there you go. That's the bonus. I mean, honestly, if your partner leaves, good stuff. Because that was pretty hot. So that was the Griffventures of Griff. Yet one more game titled This is Sparta. I'm not sure why. Possibly just because he was 2 armies against 1. He was outnumbered. I don't know. Something like that. Final APM count. Oh, 43 average. Man, that's pretty good. If he gets 2 bronzies. Yeah, he doesn't belong in bronze. So, leave me comments. Send me an email, ziggyzig@gmail.com, or you can follow me on Twitter @ZiggyStarcraft. Stay tuned.